So today we will learn the most asked interview questions in big tech companies and man companies about let and const. Before coming to let and const, let's complete the last class homework question which will revise all your concepts. So basically this was the homework question. I hope you have gone through it. If you haven't gone through it, you can go it after the video, but currently you can pause that video. So let's start the question. So first of all, uh, this whole file function will run and it will create all the memories. So where a will be assigned some memory, and it will be assigned as undefined. Then function foo will be given some memory when the outer function is being run, and then there is no allocation outside uh, memory allocation. Now the function will execute. Memory allocation is completed. Now it will run. Since the a value has undefined, it will print undefined, and after that it will assign a variable the value 10. Now the function f foo will be executed. Again the memory allocation and execution step will take place. First it will look for all the variables and allocate them memory. So here is the function foo 2. Function 2 will be allocated some memory, and it will be allocated some definition, and then there is no memory allocation again. Then the function will run. So when the console log a will be run, so it will check for the outer lexical scope where the function was defined. The function is defined in this file function, so it will check for this variable a in the parent lexical context. So it will find that the parent lexical context has value 10 in it, so it will print 10. Now again function 2 is run. Again the memory allocation phase and execution phase will take place. So currently it will allocate memory to all these variables defined in this function. It is the function has defined variable a, so it will give memory allocated as a to be undefined, and then it will run the function. So at this step the function has not assigned the memory, so the memory allocated was undefined, so it will print undefined. Now the variable a has been allocated 20. Now it will print 20. But now the function 2 has been executed. Now it is the time for this statement to run. Now let's see whether it will print 20 or whether it will print 10. So here the variable was declared again, so it has created the new memory for this function, but now the function has finished executed. So this 20 will be garbage collected, and it will be no longer in the scope. So it will check. So at this line it will check for the variable at the outer lexical scope. It will find it 10, so it will print 10 over here. Now the variable a has been changed to 30. Now the function foo1 has been finished executed over here. Now it is the time to print statement console log a. Now you can tell whether it will print 30 or whether it will print 10. So we know that the a variable is assigned 30, and it was referring to the variable this only. So the original value 10 has been changed to 30 over here, so it will print 30 over here. So now let us run this function and check whether what is the output is in the same or not. So we have run the function. So it is giving undefined, 10, undefined, 20, 10 and 30. So that was about the last revision of the last class. If you haven't watched the last class, you can watch after this class. Now we will discuss the top content and top questions of let and const variables. So without wasting time, let's get started. So basically I have added this letconst.js file and examples in this file. So I am commenting all the things over here, and I have also made an index.html file where I have included this file in the script tag so that I can show you the runtime environment, runtime things in live server. Live server is the extension you can find over in the extensions tab. So which allows you to run your code live in the server. So let us start the lecture. So basically, let's come to the first question. Just think what will be the output of this statement. Pause the video and just think. I hope you have thought of the output. So I'll tell you what happens in the let and const concept. Let and const are block scoped. It means whenever you write these type of brackets, the scope will be defined. The scope will be defined inside it only. So that is not related to this concept, but it will come in the future questions. So the question is whether let is hoisted and what will be the output of this code. So so let us first run this code and I'll explain you the, the output. So it is saying reference error a is not defined. So basically what happened in let and const case, when when you write let a, then the variable a is, first of all, the same process will take place as in where case. First of all, it will allocate the memory to a, but it will not give any value, not even undefined to it. So basically here the let is hoisted, a will become some memory, but it is not given undefined. There will be no variable, no value provided to it, and then the memory allocation phase has taken place. Now this console log statement will run. So till now there is a concept called temporal dead zone over here, in which what it happens is, when till the no value is provided to a, the access to this variable a is prohibited. So it will always give error. So is the time difference between memory allocation phase and function execution phase. During that time, let and const are in the temporal dead zone. It means that their value is not accessible and it will give error. This is known as temporal dead zone. So that's why it is giving console log error a. Now I will show you this in the live server, that what happens over here. So let us put a debugger over here, and debugger over here, and debugger over here. Now I'll execute the code in the live server and you will get the things more clearly. So I'll execute this HTML file containing script of let and const. So let's open it with live server. So let's inspect, and we will see the console over here. And now refresh. So it is at the debugger. You can say that the a is hoisted. It means the memory has been allocated to a, but its value is unavailable till in the temporal dead zone. So this means that let and const variable are also hoisted, but they are in the temporal dead zone, which is not in the case of var variables. So it is hoisted variable, and now if we run it again, then console log a, it will give error. It is saying that it is an error. If we comment it and let's see what happens. So now you see that a is value is unavailable. Now if we again run the function, we can see a is allocated undefined. When the let a is executed, then it is given the value undefined, and after that in the debugger it is given the value undefined, and then the function flow will be over. So I'll explain you in short what happens. First of all, in the memory allocation phase, a value is unavailable in the temporal dead zone, and when the uh, program execution reaches this line let a, then it will be given the value undefined over here, as which was not in the case of var variable. I can make you see the case of var variable as well. For I will insist you to focus on this one more thing, that so in this debugger a breakpoint can be applied on every executable line. Okay, so uh, it means that breakpoint can, if we click over here, the breakpoint can be applied over here. So this will get more clearer over in the var variable case. I'll comment over this and I will write the same statement for the var variable as well. Console.log a and var a. So and I will run and I will put the debugger and I will let you show I will the concept. So just run over here and again refresh it. So basically we have put the debugger over here. So you can see that the in the global scope the variable is undefined, because that the var variable is given undefined in the memory allocation phase only. There is no temporal dead zone over here, and you can see that we cannot put the debugger over here. In the ninth line, if you want to put the debugger, you cannot put the debugger because this line is not executable. This line, the execution of this line takes place in the memory allocation phase only. So there is no allocation of undefined over this line. So you will not be able to put debugger on the ninth line. I am trying to put the debugger on the ninth line, but I am not able to put that. But if you put the debugger like this, then you can place the debugger in the next line. So if we again refresh the code, you can see variable a is undefined, and I'm not able to put the debugger over here, but if you can again go to the other breakpoint and you can say a is undefined. So basically this line is executed in the memory allocation phase. It is not executable again, but in the let case it was executable again and it was given undefined, which I can again show you. So we are able to put we are able to put the debugger over here because this line is executable. So that was about the first question. Now let's come to the second question. Just think of the question number 2 and see what happens. What will be the answer of this question? I just told you that the let variable is block scoped. Whenever you find this curly braces, it means that it is a scope for the let case, not for the var case. Var is function scoped. So you can pause the video over here and see what will be the output of this question. I hope you have you have got the answer for this question. So let's start. So first of all, the memory will be allocated to C and it will be given some memory value unavailable, and then the memory will be allocated to this block. Now in this block memory will be allocated, then again let C will be given some memory and the value will be unavailable over here, and it will host it at the top of this block scope, but since it is in temporal dead zone, it will give an error. This C is currently in temporal dead zone. So let us run this code. First I must clear the output and then I will run this code. So it is giving error. But if you see, if you remove this console log error line and if you console.log C over here, what will be the output? Since it is now in the block scope, so it will create a new memory for C over in this block and it will print 40. So let us run this code and again see the output. We can see the output is 40. So now coming to the next question, example number 4. Just think of the question over here, and I hope you have thought for the answer. Now I told you that let is it is block scoped. So uh, so wherever you can find this curly braces, the scope will be limited to that only. So basically in the when this block scope will be executed, let C will be allocated some memory, and it will be a value unavailable, and then it will run this code, and then C will be given 10. But now if you go to the else condition, it is again block scope, and you can see that there is no declaration of let over here. Since the let C is block scoped, its value will remain over in this block only. uh, it is not in the sibling block, so it will give error over here because it is not defined in this block. These two blocks act as a sibling blocks, and the uh, value of C will not be leaked from sibling block to other sibling block. We know that when when this block is not able to find C, it will search for the outer lexical scope, but when it is not able to find this C over here, it will search for the outer lexical scope. But this if is not outer lexical scope, it is sibling lexical scope. So this will give error. So if we run this code, you can see I'll first clear the output, and now let's run this code. So it is giving error. But let's say we do let C equals 10 20. Now we know that it is the parent lexical scope. These two are in the sibling lexical scope, but this C is out. This is the parent lexical scope. So now it will not give error. So, and tell me whether the answer will be C equals to 10 or C equals to 20. Since it is false condition, it will not go over here, and it will print C over. It will see the value in the outer lexical scope, which is 20. So it will print 20. So it is printing 20. So this was the fourth concept. I hope you are liking the video. If you want more of such content, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel, because it gives me a lot of motivation. Now coming to the next question. This is the next question. Just think of the solution over here and pause this video. I hope you have thought of the solution over here. So it will be allocated memory. So there is no declaration over here. So no new memory will be allocated over here. In the previous question, the let C was declared over here, but it is referring to this memory only. So now what will happen? First of all, there is no memory allocation phase over here. Memory execution phase will take place, and it will check for the value in the outer lexical scope, and it will find 10. So it will print 10. Then the value of this outer lexical scope will be changed to 20 over here, and then this will print 20. But I told you that it is block scope. So what will be the value of this case? You know it is block scope, but what happens? This block scope, but it is block scope only till if it is declared over in this scope only. But this C is pointing over to this memory allocation, memory address. So this value is changed to 20. Now if you print over here, it will be changed to 20. So this is the case over here. Let us run this code. See 10 20 20. So this was the question, and now I think all the let temporal dead zone in let phase and all the questions related to lexical context in let are clear to you. All the rules for let and const are same. Just in the const case, you have to define the variable at the place of declaration. So that happens only in the case of, that is the difference between let and const. Rest all the lexical scope rules are same for let and const. So I think you can answer this question over here. What will be the uh, value over here? I hope you have solved for the question. So the concepts are same. So basically, first of all, memory will be allocated to A and it will be allocated value unavailable, and then it will run over here and will try to access that variable, and it will give error, but it is hoisted because it is in the temporal dead zone. And it is a misconception that when the variable is memory is allocated, it is allocated at the same time. No, it is allocated only in the runtime, in the execution phase, in case of const variable also. So you can see over here, I can give you in the debugger. So first of all, run this code and you can see that it will print error. See, it is giving error. But now I will show you that this a equals to 10 is allocated in the execution phase only, not at the memory allocation phase. So let us see. So here, so you can see that we are able to put debugger over here because this line is executable, and you can see the values unavailable over here. And now if we run that, you can see the values unavailable at the starting of this line, and at the ending of this line the value will be assigned 10. So it is in the execution phase. So now if you give, so it will give 10. So the concept is that in case of const variable, it is required to declare and define the variable at the same time, but the value is allocated 10 only in the execution phase, not at the time of memory allocation phase. So now coming to second question, rest all concepts are same. So we can see over here, think for the solution over here, and I'll pause the video. So I hope you have thought of the solution. So this const is C and it is allocated in the memory allocation phase. It will be allocated memory, some variable unavailable, then it will be given some memory, then the memory allocation phase for this block will be started, then it will be given some memory and variable will be unavailable over here, so it will give error. So let us run this code. So it is giving error. So coming to the next example as well, just pause the video and see for the next example. All the use cases are same for let and const. So in this question also, this C accessible over this scope only, and it will give error. So we can see that, let us execute this code and see we can give error. Coming to the next question, over this, for this const variable, all the questions are same as let variable, but it is the good revision of the concept. You can again think of the solution. I hope you have solved for the fifth question. Now if you try to first we'll explain the code. Const C equals to 10, then it will be given in this phase, and in this phase there is no new declaration over here, so this console log C will print 10 over here. Then we are again try to redefine the value C, so it will give error over here because we are trying to redefine the value. So in the case of const variables, the value cannot be reassigned. So so it will give error, and since it is this statement will get error, so it will not print over it will not, the execution flow will not go below it. So let us try to run that, and see, it is error. Assignment to constant variable is not possible. So now I told you that the uh, assignment to constant variable is not possible. Can the constant variable be changed? So we will demystifying this concept in this question. You have thought of, I think you have thought of the solution. So basically, we know that a variable cannot be reassigned, but it can be changed because this a variable is referencing to a memory location, and this we can push over this array. So we can say that it will not print, it will not give error. And if you want to console log a, it will not give the error. So it is giving 1. So I'll give you the homework question. This is the example 8 is your homework question. So write me in the comment box what will be the answer to this question, and I will share the solution in the next class. If you like this video, please hit a like button and subscribe to my channel for more such good interview content. Thank you and have a nice day.